Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Let's Play King's Bounty Warriors of the North, Ice and Fire. We are in the mines, and guess what? Yes, the enemies have replenished themselves. Well, not all of them, but a considerable number of them, sadly. And, well, so we will have to take care of that problem now. Which means making the way free through our own hard-earned traps, speeding up our troops and hitting them where it hurts. At least that's the plan. Yeah, well, why not? If I'm not mistaken, and I hope I'm not, we will be able to end this battle and most of the battles down here in one turn, because we're so powerful. Simple as that. We will simply rip everyone to pieces. And that's the idea after it. Ooh, this is bad. Because we all know that these things fire at us first second they can. But luckily for us, the enemy skeleton archers are out of action. So, you take out that thing. And I tell you what. I will do something very unorthodox. I will simply teleport you here, so that you can destroy that guy. And then I will neutralize you with a pile of gold, and everything will be fine. Just wonderful. So he goes for the gold, we're safe, everything's fine, wonderful, and bought. Done the job. Done the job. You wait and you do the job. Thank you. So, oh, wait a minute. There is a quest. I think we have the mother of this boy with us. Master Viking, you've come back. You've brought my mother with you. Tori, look who I've got with me. Tori, my son, we're so worried about you. Thanks to the gods that you're safe. Oh heavens, why on earth did you go into those dreadful caves? I suppose you're playing hide and seek again, How many times have I told you not to play hide and seek with those scruffy little boys? Oh brave Ola, thank you so much. What would I do without you? Well, searching for your son, obviously. Betty, can you make it back to the surface by yourself? Yes, of course, I remember the path. It's not far from here, and I almost forgot. It's you, my brave Viking. Thank you. Betty removes the ring from her finger and hands it to you. Tori, be a good boy and hold tight to your mother's hand. We're going home. Let's get out of this nasty dwarven caves. Good travels, Betty. As for you, Tori, listen to your mother, and only hide in places you know how to get out again. Yay! All quests finished! And there is someone waiting for us. Snakies. Well, oh yeah, I want you here, and the rest of the team here. Very good. You get forward and simply nail this sucker. And he's not dead, would you believe that? Well then, let's kill him. Woohoo! You wait, you wait, you wait, you wait. Let them come to us. Okay, tell you what. Oh shit. could be bad. You are no help. And you are no help. Okay, first of all I want to turn back time with this guy. I want you dead. I sure as hell want you dead, and don't do this miss thing on me again. Thank you. And you simply kill those guys. Yo, wonderful. Excellent. But we're really here to get to Hades, aren't we? On the other hand, we have a hell of a lot of rage. I think we should use it to kill everyone here. Oh my. Is there someone here perhaps? I think I saw something. Yes, I did. It's a Yontu. Oh, it's 13 Yontus to be exact. More than I expected. Kill the witches! Give me some movement speed. And I can't reach anyone. Well, they have no ranged fighters. And I cannot reach them. How terrible is that? He will do his fancy stuff, I bet. But we can dispel that, so no problem. That is so an annoying ability. Yes! Make the way free for me. And why exactly did you not go on the traps? Can you answer me that very simple question? So he's just shackled. That's of no concern to us, because being shackled is no problem. Yay! Okay, let's make some room here. The important point is that nobody evades my attack. That's the very important part here. So you kill this fellow. You kill that fellow. You kill this fellow. Everything's all right. Wonderful fight. There seems to be no more targets here. So, but I bet there are more near the castle. Yes, I knew it. I knew it. So really wrong it hurts. Oh, guess what? We have another lightning tower on our hands. Sad thing is, those guys are still active. So I say, let there be sheep. Yeah, very nice of you. So even if he gives his action point to the skeletons, it will not help. That is a very important part, by the way. If you ignore their special ability and just, for example, the skeletons lose their turn and you're happy with that, that can kill you, because the skeletons might still get a turn through the zombies. And that would be very, very unhealthy. So, you will just go for some money. Take it. Extremely good. Get rid of that thing. Oh, for a moment I was thinking he's going to survive that. But he was not. Everything's fine, everything's fine. I'm not sure that is enough firepower I have there. So that will be enough now. You can never be sure. So excellent. Pretty sure there's more trouble where that came from. I knew it. Ooh, a treasure chest. Treasure chests are always welcome. The beholders are out of action, so nothing we have to care about. You simply take the gold, and the rest of you will just wait. Good! Destroy the only obstacle to my victory. Not sure this will work. So let's weaken them a little. And if possible, we send a geyser right after it, just to be on the safe side. Yes, we have. So that should be more than enough to deal with you. Excellent work. I think you as a threat. That will not work. So let's give me a little movement bonus. Done and done. Wonderful. We made short work of them. I recognize another movement. Zombies! And skeletons and God knows what else. Okay, to battle! You take out, first of all, let's hit those guys. Perhaps we will be able to take out more of them somehow. No, we're not. Okay, I need a movement bonus. These guys are active, so you must die. This guy is active, so you must die. This guy is inactive, this guy is active, this guy is inactive. Perhaps we get a rune of luck. Would be nice now. Of course not. Why should I be a lucky guy today? No problem. Problem solved. Hooray! 12,000 gold pieces right into my... Oh. There is something I forgot actually. These are dragons. I need my special dragon make me powerful artifact. Thank you. Okay. Now we have a problem. Only the vampires are out of order. Oh, would you believe that crap? Okay, I need a little movement bonus. Problem is, I might not be able to reach my enemies. At least not in time. This one here will be the problem. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, I need another way to block this guy, and the only way I know is through money. Hooray! And we hit it. Defense, resistance and critical hit. The worst things I can find. I'm not in for defense, I'm not in for resistance, I'm only in for one thing and one thing only, and that is attack or movement. Movement preferred. Yeah, but we never get lucky. So everything's fine here. I think we can say that the underground is now cleared out. So no hard feelings. Let's go to the Monis. So I must be a little bit careful because the game has a tendency to crash. In the last times I cannot tell you how hard it is to make recordings with the game crashing so often. It's really, really bad. I think that is the way. We must go to the castle of our demoness, because she holds the key to the alliance with the demons. So then I think we have other things we can do here too. So, Xeona, I have a serious request. Do you remember the dragon's teeth that I was searching for? Of course, Olaf, because through that we grow to know one another. The demoness smiles coldly as you. So, tell Xeona of Gulliford's betrayal and that you are gathering allies to fight against him. The demoness is quiet for a while, pondering that she was just heard. You say that Gulliford has created a portal through which he can come here, so he knows the way to the Monis and may any time open it for his armies of the undead. Ooh, she's clever. More clever than the dwarves, the Vikings, or anyone else I met. Most likely, though of course they were first to do Endoria. I'll never allow my demoness to be devastated by the hordes of undead. I begin to gather my army immediately, Olaf. This never happened before. But we demons will fight alongside the humans. Gulliford is the biggest danger to us all. If not too late, we'll stop him. Suddenly Xeona draws to you and kisses you passionately. Your head starts to spin and you feel dizzy. I've wanted to do that a long time, Olaf. Call me when you need an army of demons. I'll be waiting. By the thunder, thank you, Xiona. I'm having to have your assistance until we meet next. No, we keep equal to the god. I like the title. Hexes, you have come from Ratmir. He would like you to return his old patents. Patents? Yes, now I remember. All this time I've never had the chance to sit down and do any sue. Nothing but work, work, work. If only I can take a vacation or something. I get them. Just wait a moment. He disappears behind the door and soon returns with a pile of old papers, yellowed by the time, tied up with blue ribbon and a bow. Here, take them, and convey my greetings to Ratmir. I'll probably have an ordered suit from him soon. Woohoo! And he knows nothing else. Did you see that imp? I was thinking, why not build an army considered of an archdemon, as imp, a scoffer imp, and I'm not sure about the last remaining two, because with our items we can get an excellent demon army, because we have items that support the critical hit chances to nearly 50% or even above 50%, and we have an item that makes us pay less leadership for the demons. 20% actually, 20%, and that's a number, ladies and gentlemen. So why not a demon army? They have area of effect damage, 2 times fireball by the imps, and 1 time lava to all damage on the battlefield through the demons, archdemons. The question is, who else shall accompany us? I don't like demonettes very much, and we already have tried and used the normal demons and the executioners to their maximum effect. So that would not be fun. So it's Xiona's Cattle Research representative. Have you bought the gift? Here is your gift, but if I were you, I would add a fan to this gift. So not so much is showing. Oh, so little you know about beauty, barbarian. This highlights everything that should be highlighted and covers everything that should cover. As for the rest, it should please my eye, you understand what I mean? When I see my Isara wearing this? Alright, I promise you a reward here. The demon gives you a purse full of gold. Well, as long as it makes you happy, who am I to object? See you soon. So I could take the hounds, the Cerberuses, as a 4th unit with me. They can do a certain kind of areas of effect damage through to their 3 heads. But who is the 5th unit? We already tried the Demologists, they're nice. And I don't think there are any more demon units that we have not yet tried. So I was thinking taking the T-Rexes, but they only work very well in a scaled army. And same goes for the giants, and the giants are reserved for, you know, the clubbing army with the clubs. Do some clubbing, you see? Yeah, well, not that funny, okay. But, yeah, what could be the 5th unit of the demon army? I know Demologists, but we already use Demologists a lot. I do not want to overuse units. So we'll look in the castle. Okay, everything's right here. So the question is... Oh, that reminds me of something. We totally forgot. Rind! Write me a scroll, ancient knowledge. Thank you. From now on, we will write as many scrolls of ancient knowledge as we can. So you ask my, very easy. Because now we will have some battles that are very, very lucrative in experience points, I hope. So, move it, move it, move it, move it. New Condor. Let's move our ass as fast as we can to the island and talk to the dwarf. I think he'll send us right again for some big movement, as he always does. We do so much movement you can get a headache from it. Or a footache, if there's something like that exists. I don't think so. I think it's called differently. Why not? I'm not flying? Oh no, I am. So wonderful. So, look here. Is this the gear you needed? Give him the gear. Excellent. A little rough. I need to some polish, but I should do the trick. Thanks, Olaf. You've been a great help. Tell me, did Dodger ask you why you needed the gear wheel? How could he not ask? Of course he didn't. He did. I know why he is called Dodger, but I didn't tell him anything. You did the right thing, Olaf. Well done. Here is your reward. The dwarf hands you a hefty purse, and now, if you don't mind, I would like to return to my work, unless you like to be present when I start up my driller for the first test run. Yes, excellent. Then just stay here and don't touch anything. The dwarf disappears behind the door leading into a large basement room looking down the hallway. You can see him fiddling with something set on one side, covering with a secret sheet of coarse cloth. A minute later, Sato returns looking very disappointed. Something's still not working properly, Olaf. The gear is functioning just fine, but the machine just don't start. So what you're doing now? What are you going to do? I was looking forward to seeing the machine dig. The main thing is not to give up. I've read about these fantastical digging machines in an ancient fairy tales, and I was only a young dwarf. No one knows for certain where they're really used to be such mining machines, but given the toughness of my people, our scribes would unlikely to describe something that never existed. And if such a machine did exist, the blueprints must likewise be in existence. They should definitely hold the answer to all my questions. I may imagine you would like me to find these drawings. To tell the truth, yes, you helped me with the gear, so maybe you could help me with the drawings. If you still have time to spare as usual, I'd be more than happy to offer you a generous reward. Where can I find these drawings? I don't know, Olaf. Maybe elderly dwarfs or antiquity collectors, second-hand bookshops, perhaps. They could be elsewhere. Well, Statue, I promise I'll find the bookprints for you, digging machine. I have an awful feeling. Hexes! Ugh. So we go all the way back. He has nothing for us. I think we can take one more quest with us, and that is that of that little boy here. Hail, stranger, what brings you here? I hope none of those hammer toss fans are here for idle gossip. No, are those your usual visitors? I'm Olaf from Nordling, and I came to Gotland for business. Praise the gods, my name is Bruce. I suppose you have already heard about the annual hammer tossing contest held with the Riftland Viking every year. It's great. It's the great event when the contestants practice all year round to improve their swing. I was the winner last year's competition, in fact, but I'm the best hammer thrower for 100 leagues around. But I can't take part in this year's contest because I lost my hammer. Imagine what will happen if the lads find it out. How did you lose your hammer? I was training as usual, tossing my hammer at the birds. Only on one throw I was blinded by the sun and didn't see where it fell. I searched all around, but I couldn't find my hammer. Without my hammer, I have to forget all about the competition. So I came to the dwarves, but they were the best blacksmith in the world. But I didn't know what to say to them, since they are currently arguing with our king. That's why I'm standing here trying to come up with something. I have a friend who's a Dwarven inventor. Come on, let's go and ask him if you make a new hammer. You really do that for me? Well, I won't say no, thank you, friend. And in return I will give you my most valuable possession, a genuine treasure map. Wait for me here, it wouldn't take long to make a hammer. Okay, Blizzard. Oh, perhaps I can snatch that thing before he comes. 4 magic runes, that's impressive. Oh shit. Whew. Just launched in time. The question is, whom of these guys can make such a thing? I think I know who is he talking about. Yes, that guy, of course. So let's go to him. Hooray! Center, do you only invent complex mechanisms, or can you manage to something simple? Depends how simple, you know. A great inventor just as myself can't avoid waste on time or something simple blacksmith can make. Say, a throwing hammer that always hits its mark. Well, that's difficult about that. No, I don't do such trivial things, but maybe I can handle it if you're willing to do me a favor in return. I need to return this binder full of dwarf accomplished journals to my good friend Grannick from New Condor. What do you think? One good turn deserves another. Ooh, well, let's have those journals then. That's our running and forth again. Info. Crazy old journals filled with obscure drawings and descriptions. Well, we have to go to New Condor anyhow, so we can at least do that and then go to Hephaestus and then good. Let's go to the Riftlands. Hooray, up we go. And I'm flying higher emotions. Oh wait, he has something for us. Haha. Ratmare, I returned from Demonis. Haskin has given me your patterns. Give patterns Ratmare's old patterns. Ratmare takes his patterns and begins flipping through them, muttering his bird. That won't work. That looked dreadful. And this, well, no one is wearing their skins like... Oh, here we are. I just found the thing. Come on. Oh yes. First of all, I need a werewolf skin. Look, would this work? I've got a one from a real werewolf. Well, over, that's exactly what we need. As you can see plainly, it's a noble beast. Well, that's the skin taken care of. Now I need 5 silver plates, but not the kind of quality of our local Moken blacksmith forge. No, I need something created by the hands of a skilled goldsmith, preferably a dwarf. I tell you what, all of those guys really know how to work mountain metals. Silver plate from a goldsmith. I think I might worth asking Newcomb Nedler of Alania. Oh yeah, even more running. As if I'm not already moving enough. So, Oswald, King Oswald, I've returned from Gotland. Tell King Oswald about the Gotland's dwarf's proposal. Oswald forms listening to your message. What are you talking about? I ask you to put things in order in Gotland. And this, according to you, is order? The dwarves mine the gold mine, and I only have an interest in a final yield? Although, what does exactly come out as? Oswald carefully studies the document Akro gave you. Actually, they're producing more than my Vikings ever mined. It's amazing. Since it now appears you will have more money, more than enough gold, will you able to spare some men to accompany me in the battle against Prince Consort? Do not hurry, Olaf. You know what? There is an option. We and Kaldaga each develop our own mines. I donate the gold mine from Gotland to the dwarves if they leave the one on Riftlands alone. And I agree to help to develop the gold screens on this island. I hear your friendly terms with the king of the Subterran people. Go ahead and tell him my conditions. Very well, King Oswald. I believe Condego will be pleased to hear of your proposal. And we've got the map to the Icelands. Now there's only one island missing. Only one. And I think that thing is called Tungsten or something like that. So these islands are only our last hope for the auguries, because I really, really, really want to build this augury army. Okay, they have closed. Question is, where is this guy? Oh, down there, okay. So, it's you again, Olaf. What brings you this time? Your friend Stator said there's greetings and asked me to give you these. Give him the journals. Yes, yes, my magazines. The first good thing to happen all week. That weasel Stator, he promised to return them a month ago. By the way, he has come up with a new design yet. Between you and me, Stator has built a bit of a melodramatic, always coming up with something huge and powerful that will supposedly make old Dwarfkin instantly happy. If he has, he didn't mention it to me. He only asked me to return his journals. Well, pass on my regards to Stator when you see him next. Now, don't you want to take a look at my new invention? Sadly, you have no new inventions. So, greetings, Contingor. I do not come empty-handed. I have a proposal from Oswald for you to consider. He agrees to create the mine of Gauntlet to you, if you develop a gold mine on the island for him. Here are his peace terms. Oh, what a cunning Oswald. So he agreed to give me a mine in Gauntlet if my miners will mine the gold for him on the island. But did he happen to mention who will fight the ice dragon that guards the majority of the gold on Iceland? My miners, I suppose. His proposal didn't mention that, to be honest. Well, of course not. Hear my response. If there were no dragons on the island, I would in principle agree to Oswald's proposal. But until this is the case, I have no intention of sending my miners to their certain death. You know that what dragons call dwarves? Bearded stew. Okay, that is quite clear, they eat them. I've marked your words, Condigor, and I don't think we should suggest that Oswald fight the dragons himself, since I needed his men to defeat Gulliford. Then I'll deal with them myself. Well, that leaves me wondering, actually. If we can kill everyone ourselves, why do we need the Vikings or our allies in the first place? I mean, I got the feeling that we got everything under control just fine. Well, yeah, who am I to ask? So, let's go to the Monis. Oh, for a moment I thought the game crashed. This always hits me. So move it, move it, move it, move it! Our spider army is doing so wonderful. Oh, I hope I have not taken the wrong way here. No, looks okay. Everything looks just... Fuck, no, this way, yes. So... I so hope there is not that much more running, because I already get quite... I do not say annoyed, but I know my way around here. That's not a good sign. Well, it is a good sign, because it's always good if you remember a place where you have been. So... Demonis! We want to talk to the Queen. No, actually we want to talk to her advisor. Hexes. Listen, Hexes, I've come to you with an unusual request. A dwarf asked me to find some old ruins of earth-moving machines. Have you seen anything like it, have you? Drawings of a dwarven earth-moving machine. Hexer scratches his skin thoughtfully. I've all thought of ancient manuscripts, and yes, perhaps such drawings amongst them. Wait a minute, I'll look. He disappears behind a side door, minutes stretched into hours, and just when you finally decide to give up and leave, the demon returns, covered in dust and cobwebs, with carrying a pile of papers in his hands. Found them, Olaf. It's a good job I never throw anything away. Are those the right ones? Excellent. So will give them to me, or... Now don't insult me with such foolish suggestions, Olaf. Of course I can just hand them over, but for 10,000 gold I shall be yours. You must understand, this is a rare manuscript dating back to the pre-Condor Kingdom. The first page even bears the perfect preserved imprint of the outer spear's mark. Yeah, have you been eating too much sulfur? What pre-Condor period? The imprint is something round, you say? And when did the dwarves begin to make circular steel trinkets? In the modern Condor period. 10,000 for a replica? Nay, I give you 5,000 out of the goodness of my heart, and you'll be lucky to have it. You've caught me. Simply amazing, Olaf. I love the humor of this game. But you're still mistaken. Just look. Here in the outer edges. Note the characteristic comp. That's a sure sign that the mug belonged to the chief machinist. And when did the chief machinist change over to engineers? During the reign of King Grimmy the Slow. So I'm sorry, but I couldn't think of letting it go for less than 7,500. Bah, well fine then, 7,500. Yeah, it's a lot of money, but we have it. We absolutely have it. I mean, look at this. And I am not even beginning to sell items for gold. We are rich, that's a fact. Well, we will be not more rich when I found the guy that will sell us runes for money. I think it's a penguin on Iceland, if I remember that part of the game right. But I think he charges insane numbers of gold pieces for runes. And there is no discount. So, new Condor. Move it, 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 move it. Looks good, looks good, looks good. We're getting somewhere. Yay! Oh shit. That was very, very close, if you ask me. A little bit too close for me. So, Samurai took your chance to Krennic. That's fine. No, you pay me 2 magic crystals. I have your hammer you asked for. Well, there are your crystals. Now, well, in fact, I've already started my way on the way to Krennic's. Now all I have to do is to insert the crystals. Done. Take it. It's just what you asked for. Thank you for your work, Sandro. Pick up the hammer. Yay, we've got the hammer. I've got the hammer. The hammer is a true work of Dwarven art. It swings too lightly to be of use in battle. However, if you're looking for a hammer for blows to throw, this would be the perfect choice. And I don't think we'll be engaging dragons soon after, so we can equip that again. Okay. Sandra, I found an old Dwarven drawing you were talking about. And let me tell you, it wasn't easy, giving him the ancient drawings. You've done well, Olaf. I desperately need to figure out what the problem is. I hope this blueprints will help me. The dwarf snatches the plans and begins to scrutinize them. Olaf, I'm an impenetrable blockhead. I now give you permission to address me as drunkard head stunter the stupid. Oh, I will do that. From here on forwards. The solution was staring me in the face. How could I have elected a worm gear? You mean to tell me that you didn't use one? Uncle Guthrum always says you can't build anything remotely without using a worm gear these days. However, he calls it a gear screw. But If we would get hold of one around here, nothing is far away. Oh, that's easy. I'm sure Gooder Dodge has a couple lying around. I do hope that you agree on bringing me one. I suppose so, but I'm only agreeing because I really want to see your machine in action. Oh yes, we do. I totally want to see this machine in action. You've returned to Gooder Dodge's general store as always. Gooder, I need a worm gear. So that's it, a worm gear, eh? I have none, but satisfy my curiosity, Viking. What are you going to use it for? Listen, I want to buy something from you. I'm willing to pay good money for it. And you interrogate me as to why I need it? Exactly. First the gear, then the transmission. What you're up to, eh? Come on, you can tell me. Look, are you going to sell me the worm gear or not? Until you tell me why you need it, I won't sell it to you. Oh, I give in. Tell Gooder the story of Screw. Heavens, but that's just awful. I swear the hammer of the underworld. This invitation poses a huge problem. You say that just one of those machines could replace hundreds of miners? Well, yes, what's so terrible about that? And what will happen to those miners left without a job? Some, of course, can become trader or jeweler, a chronicler or a stonemason, perhaps. But the point is that these professions require long and diligent study, and we must make sure that those hands do not shape underground demons. That requires talent and inspiration. Believe me, most of the dwarfs who work in the mines do not know to do anything else. They don't know how to swing a pick, deposit the mined ore when the foremen tell them. Now they spend their evenings drinking beer with their friends and singing and brawling out of drunken songs. But now mention what would happen if your machine would take this poor fellow's only income. Well, it's not my machine, and somehow I never thought. Exactly. And somehow Suntor has thought about it even less. No, I have nothing too bad to say about him, and I don't want to, but he always has the best intentions. But he never think about the consequences. That's what he'll do. I'll give you a worm gear, but not a real one, a defective model. I know Starter's character. If this car breaks down again, he spits on it and starts designing something else instead. A helmet with a ventilation or a beer taster. What do you think? Can I count on you? You've convinced me. Give me the fake gear. So, Gooder Dodger managed to convince you that you have a defective worm gear. Apparently Starter has no idea of the problem. Maybe you should talk him about what harm it might cause to the machine and the people of the surrounding hills. Yes, we could do that, but if we do that, I think we would miss one of the most interesting fights of the game. And I think that game is about to start in a second. So let's get ready to rumble. So, Starter, I've got a worm gear for you. Well, let's have it. What did Gooder say? Was he extremely curious? Not really. Really? Something doesn't seem quite right to me. Okay, now let's see. Starter dexterously inserts the part you brought into the invention of the machine, climbs in the driver's seat, pulls the lever end, the machine starts. With a terrible crackling and snashing, the huge gouger rotates twice, then a huge mechanical steel screw unfolds, faces the wall, and instantly drills a massive hole straight through, then promptly disassembles inside the tunnel is created. Starter, is it supposed to do that? No, something must have gone wrong. The machine is crazy. Oh, this is bad, very bad. Inside those tunnels are dwarf, cave dwellers, goods stored barbarian. You must stop the trawler immediately. Does it have any weak spots? You're talking about Olaf. Does it have weak spots? No, it's not a war machine. It's a peaceful mining instrument. It was Remit Me. The steam tag I made for Condunner had a weak spot. If you closed off the value enough with the steam pellet, it should overheat. And then what happened? Well, the next checkup service engineer screwed the valve on upside down. You could hear the explosion all the way here. We never did find that unfortunate engineer afterwards. But that's all by, you need to hurry up and start the driller. The sooner the better before it does some real damage. Okay. Let's go down it. Holy shit. A huge iron walking machine created by the dwarf Central Fizzler to handle all heavy manual labor. It boasts exceptionally strong army, a powerful rock drill, and can bore through anything. It can bring down stalactites and make very dangerous indeed. It can manufacture droids which repair its primary systems and provide offensive support. Okay, we want to go as close as we can. 50% more gold. Wow. Okay, there goes a robot. Well, that will kill the machine. So why hesitate? Okay, I see the problem. How many life points does it have now? I cannot see it, right? 28,000. Okay, here's what we do. Woohoo! And it even goes back even more, because now I think it's out of range. Okay, now I cannot reach the guy anymore, so let's destroy that. How many life points does it have now? 50,000. We can still kill that. And I cannot lose any range, I bet. Did he just kill all my spiders? That was impressive work. Lucky me, I have more than enough. In reserve. Take down that guy. Woo! It looks more like a chaos knight, if you ask me. Okay, I could have stopped losing my guys here if I knew about that thing. What exactly are we waiting for? Hey, what is this? That thing is down, it is no longer operative. And it's my turn. Hello. Would you please continue? Oh, come on, you can't do that to me. Ah, it does. Whew. I really thought it was crashing. Yeah, killed all my spiders and wasn't even worth the effort. The invention helps you back on the surface after your battle with the driller. Well, Bavarian, did you win? To tell the truth, I was worried about you. You could hear the roar of thunder and all the way here. Tell me what happened. You know, Thunder, if what you consider a machine of peace, I could hardly imagine a war invention looked like. I don't want to meet your steam tank for an instant. What can I say, Olaf? I'm the greatest Dwarven inventor of all time. The very least of my favorite machines and units boost multiple additional features and capabilities. But you never answered my questions. Can dwarves sleep in peace now? I managed to deal with your invention, Sutter. I'm afraid it's nothing more than a pile of scrap metal now, and it's time to have a word with Gutar. He sells nothing new. Does he sell something new? Gutar, your idea of defective gear didn't work. What if it doesn't work? What if Scholar can tell it's a fake? No, everything worked fine, but then tell the whole story of the ranging screw. Girl listens carefully to your story. You know, now you know what I said. Stutter is dangerous, Olaf. His invention would destroy us all. Just imagine the huge iron machine slashing to a bedroom and through the tunnels. Oh, it's blessing you stopped it, Viking. Here, take this modest reward. See you later, Gutar. Take the reward. What did we get? A dagger. And a crappy one. Do you have work for me? I'm glad you asked, Olaf. I've been robbed, my friend, robbed in the most imprudent manner. I popped out for only 5 minutes, and then when I returned to my store, chaos. Flower vases smashed, valuables gone and missing, and the latest issue of Mountain Beauties has disappeared. By the heavens! At last theft is particular heinous. Maybe you wouldn't mind doing me a favor? I know who did it. I don't want to confront him myself, I'm too scared. But would you take revenge on this scoundrel? His name is Rotmouth, a pirate who settled on the island not so long ago. Find him and punish him as he deserves. Are you sure it was he who robbed you? Well, recently he and I have a bit of a disagreement over money. He promised he would take his revenge. What's more, there are footprints all over the floor, left by huge dirty beetle crushes, and those are the very same shoes that he wears. Only, I beg you, I can't stand an unusual ceremony you would afford a pirate. He really has a screw loose, several. It's a shame, really. In addition, I will pay you generously to ensure that he never shows his face again. As you wish, I will find him. And he does not sell anything new. Crap. So let's give the boy the hammer. Greetings, Olaf. Any news? Proos! I've got hold of a new hammer. A genius throwing hammer made by a dwarf. Let me see. Take it, and don't lose it anymore. Turn back time and experience. Bruce quickly picks up the hammer and swings it around his head a few times, trying out. Very well, the hammer is far from my old battle thunder. The weight of the head should make it up to thirds of the Brighton values for correct balance. However, it's better than leave no bread at all. I want to thank you, Olaf. I have a few scrolls which I have no use for. Please take them. Hey! Where's the guy gone? Whenever you need someone to pay your rent, they simply go away, disappear or something like that. And where is my ship? Oh. I think I left it. Well, I have to go to Alania anyway, so that'll be fine with me. And I think I have my old boat in Alania. And I'll have to buy some ice spiders anyway, so that's okay too. It's a real shame that I lost all the spiders in the battle. But on the other hand, the only alternative would have been to reload and do you the disfavor of showing you the battle again, or to make an entire new recording, which I would always I could fight that guy. Question is, why should I do that? 1 million coins, that's a lot of money. Unless there was something really, really good in it. And I don't see that coming. Unless, of course, he sells stuff. Good stuff. Big stuff. Much stuff. So, I think there is no one alive here. The enemies did not respawn here, which is fine by me. So, welcome back to Alania. I think the jeweler is somewhere this way. Yes, and here he is. General, I have an unusual request. Tell him about the silver plates. You need 5 ornamental silver stripes of your clothes. Yes, I think I can help you. Wait a minute. I have a look in here. I'm sure I've just been thing lying around. Junkin pulls out a box under the corner filled with a variety of silver crafts. I sold all out silver at the moment. Elves love silver more than gold, and particularly bought me out. But don't worry, I'm sure there's something in here for you. With these words, Archer fishes out a series of silver plates with one after the other, each size of his palm. Here, I did them for you for 1,000 each. Sounds of... What about a discount? Buying for Worsay? Very well, take the lot for 4,000. Yay! Does this guy still have ice spiders? Before the... Are you hostile? No. No ice spiders. I hope there is someone who still sells ice spiders, because if not, this whole army idea is gone. I think I have some ice spiders in the reserve at New Condor, but I'm not sure if there are enough of them. They might be just not enough of them. I think there are ice spiders here. So, please tell me you still got them. No! Okay. Do you know what? I stopped the recording here, and perhaps some of you can tell me where I can find more ice spiders. Until then, bye!